stop and talk to, who's now over, right over there. Had to stop and talk to him for a minute. So I'm a little late. I was out here, but I had to stop and talk to the guy. Okay. Tighten that down. Adjust that. There we go. I forgot to turn the camera around. Sorry, guys.
You can think on the way, friends and neighbors. There was routine by bamboo. Straight over.
Get out of my way. Oh, guy! There we go. Sorry. A proper setup would involve not using my little light stand. Honk! No honk. So ideally, I would replace this light stand with, a tool that I could put some sort of weight on the other side of. And I mean, the weight I would use is obviously just my battery. Well, while I'm here, let's have a look at Antifa. Need a haircut, girl. Well, we got 46 people watching the stream, but only 10 likes so far. So if you have not... Wow, that's an interesting boom on that car. Car's almost as old as I am.
We're probably killing more civilians. I'm sure we started off that war by killing, what's the count now, 168 schoolgirls?
Oh, the count way, that was the first time. We got way more than that now.
No more Iran, no more genocide in Palestine. No more fascist United States of America. Sure shit, not in the 503.
So So as I was saying, 47 people watching, and currently 14 people have liked the video. Please like the video if you appreciate me coming out here. Tonight, it is not a taco. It is burger and fries, because I needed something real quick so I could take my medicine. And if I do so without eating something, I will be sick. Y'all don't want to see that. And they didn't give me any ketchup or fry sauce. Boo! Guys, if you haven't been to a Little Big Burger in a while, that is not a Little Big Burger. That is a Big Big Burger. If I had known that it was this much bigger, I probably wouldn't have gotten fries.
Darkness, world stops turning.
Yeah, I'm not going to do 2 streams. If I need to turn my stream into a body cam, I will at some point. But I won't do 2 streams. At this point, Pixel 9 is down to under $600 if you can find one. I just have to make sure I get one that isn't Verizon.
Say that with your big boy voice! Yes, that's fucking better.
Kate, a pair of these chairs cost $86, but I can set them up with one finger. They feel like classic 1980s lawn chairs. You're my offspring, why would I want so fast? I look at y'all as cool, y'all a bunch of wits. I'm sick of what you're doing, I can get a bunch of shit. So I'm cold nights out here, Trump every day. Donald Trump did not start this. He made this worse. He made this 1,000 times worse, but he didn't start it. And I don't intend to give up until this ends. ICE needs to go. Overstaying a visa should be at most a civil crime, like a ticket. And if you need to actually deport somebody from the country, which I understand that can be possible, you need to do that once in a while. INS should be doing that. INS was not ICE. INS went away to create something under DHS that could make being here without papers a crime. And our immigration system was broken before that. Wow, there's now 83 people watching, but still only 21 likes. So, I'll say it again. If you appreciate me coming out here, please like the stream. I'm sure Mitch is alive because he's got a security detail blocking off a good portion of the hospital. The hospital would not allow that. Not to conceal somebody's death. That doesn't mean he's conscious, and in fact, at this point, it's a good guess that he's not.
The lands that have been to deep some mountains unto leaves upon the forest, streams in valleys and through reefs of repetition. But paperwork is where you ever looking. Where is it now? Where did it go? Where is it now? Where is it now? Where did it go? It's American. Where is it now?
Did you guys read the pre-obituary for Mitch McConnell? That was fucking savage. I liked it.
All right, hey, friends, neighbors, laborers, comrades all around. We're gonna have some karaoke. Got our very own urban cowboys up beyond this singing for us. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. What's that shit? 8 feet?
They were doing shit. Movie day. Not Goonies. Stand By Me, the other one. Oh. Unfortunately, they missed Goonies Day if they were going to do.
We're going to hand over to some karaoke. Before we do that, before we lean on me, urban cowboy, I just want to say I appreciate everyone out here standing strong in the face of fascism. I see every single one of you. I see people out here who are waving flags high above their head, 8 feet wide. I see
Hi, Nathan.
my indigenous neighbors who have been fighting for hundreds of years. I see brand new faces. I see brand new faces that come out.
That's how far back in chat I am.
Being out here, you're brand new, you got questions to make sure to ask if there's neighbors who've been out here for a while. I want to see if you have questions. We're going to pass over for lean on you. Over here.
I'm giving you a question shot, Gary. I got you a thing, dude. I love the picture. 1 second. Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're going to handle it. Sorry. Technical difficulties and logistics shit.
You ready?
Argument down the road. Somebody's pissed.
Alright. You guys,
Chad, this is Joseph. I just wanted to make sure that Chad was aware of the argument happening down the street, just so that if things get escalated, you know.
Which address or which corner?
Down the block, down Bancroft toward Old Spaghetti Factory.
Copy. Heading down for Spaghetti Factory.
Things have quieted down now, but there was some shouting. I couldn't tell what it is from here, so I just thought you should be aware that it was happening. That's the thing about having a safety team is people need to be aware just in case something happens, something escalates. almost like to go to an anniversary event in Astoria. For the Goonies? Hell yeah. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Oh, we got a frontline request.
Kindergarten Cop.
That was fucking awesome. We hit on each other. Let me get this on sketch off somewhere. Look, patient. Obviously, these fascist bastards are cowering behind the gates. We got
Denied a motion to hand over body camera footage. So they wanted Trump's enemies list to expand. Nice catch, lead. I hadn't seen that yet. Okay, what would be hilarious is if that bit of silliness triggered a copyright notice.
just for paying up here on the blue line.
Seeing Chris in the control room.
Yeah, because
How are you this evening? How are you this evening? Last night was wild. Last night was pretty wild out here.
I got out here late. I slept. I like freaking went to go take a nap and I freaking slept till like freaking 1, 2 in the morning.
Before or after things got culty?
After. I got here at
Oh, so real late. It was almost 10:30 and I'm like, you know what? I would like to actually discuss why Mitch McConnell being a VeggieTales is completely a good thing for Democrats. Mitch McConnell being basically comatose is good for Democrats. He sits on a lot of committees. He chairs several committees that can't do shit because he ain't there. Meanwhile, the governor can't really do a whole lot without a very expensive legal fight that would be dragged out probably until his term was over anyway. But making noise about it, and the fact that they're so covering it up and it's getting more and more obvious that they're covering it up, that just helps the
Well, I mean, when they started saying that he was brain, like, how could they tell? Like, seriously, how could they fuck up? Dude was always brain.
I mean, the one song I would go over there and request, if I were going over there and requesting songs, which I am not allowed to do because I'm a YouTuber. If I'm the one responsible for the music that gets played, my video can be taken down for copyright. So I'm not allowed to make requests, but if I were to make one, they don't care about us.
That's not really down here.
It has, and that was how I discovered it. I didn't know that song. For some reason, that song doesn't get a lot of play on American radio. Yeah. They don't play that for some reason in America. I can't imagine why. Racism. But it certainly applies to all of Congress and all of us. All are welcome. Because everybody has rights in this country. And fuck anybody who says otherwise. That's the whole point of the Constitution. I am a constitutionalist. And I'm going to continue to be a constitutionalist because I was actually raised to honor what the American flag stands for. And the fact is, what I have learned as I've gotten older is it has done a pretty shitty job at times of standing for what it stands for. That doesn't mean we give up on it. Ooh!
Then I had then I needed to hire a
Love you, Tryman!
Thank you!
What am I doing on the floor? Is that what you said? Something knocked out one more time.
Are you on the floor?
Dying, and my friend is practicing medicine. So if anyone wants to come over and practice medicine, feel free. She just put a tourniquet on my leg, and I'm alive. Anyway, we're practicing. and drill.
Okay, got it. I was like, wait, I know you said he was so busy, but now I'm just like, any training really?
I appreciate you thinking about that. That was very nice. Thank you.
No problem.
I mean, I could make a smart-ass comment, but I'm not going to. It's time.
Well, then just think about it. What the fuck did he do?
Get out of here fast.
What the fuck are you
Get
doing?
him out of here fast. That's what they like.
Oh,
They all
well, like, you're gonna be cool.
they grab
So you know what? I don't know what to
Hi, Bree. I always figured that Mitch was a fairly rotten vegetable, but, you know. I mean, I thought that even when I was a Republican, so. Well, the number of these fries that I've dropped more fries than I've eaten, so the birds are going to be pretty happy. As I said, I wouldn't have gotten the fries if I had realized that they'd made the burgers significantly larger. Oh. That car had a pretty good door dent.
More music on the way.
Send a tip to Ice. use a VPN and a throwaway email that has been created with the VPN. And send them a Rickroll. Hot tip on a large group of immigrants planning to vote in the election. Don't do that. If they track it back to you, they can arrest you for filing a false report. I have other ideas for fucking with them. I don't do most of them because unfortunately most of them are illegal. Damn it.
Hey, friends and neighbors, if you show up, get
Oh, Chris created a poll? I can't see it, so... It was asleep. I was asleep, unfortunately. I missed it. I'll have to watch it later. Although I'm probably going to start it tonight and then fall asleep and then have to watch it in a couple of days when I have a chance. The problem with is you often don't have time to watch other people's streams. That's annoying. But by the time I've seen it, most of what happened won't be relevant, except it will be fun. So I'll have fun. Eventually. I go back back for special streams. The problem with it, like I said, is being a streamer. If I'm streaming in the evening, most of the other streams happen in the evening, so I don't get to see them. So I'll go back and watch, you know, significant events. Unless my stream were, you know, watching other people's streams, which, you know, that requires that the other streams be willing to let you do it.
Get the kids about the cages! Get the kids about the cages! Get the kids about the cages!
They know I'm crowded, dirty conditions, you're serving the thousands, stuck in the camps, you're serving your dollars, stuck in the camps, the food on the water, this is the time that we put in the water, we're singing the king and the clear and the song of the king and the living and looking so sick and we're taking the look and the king so bringing it, this is so singing it, I am so singing it.
Alright, that's enough pride for me. Give me a second. I'm gonna go and see if I can find a. I'm gonna go and see if I can find another Arca clamp so I can do what I want to do without being obnoxious about it. Well, being obnoxious for me to do. So that I can leave this here and just take the cars to the holiday. Still walk around and
You fucking do it! You use it every single goddamn day! What a fucking disgrace!
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, goddamn shame!
I have a few of them. They're like 12 pounds. I've got a couple. The thing is, I've got a few. I'm going to just detach. Sorry, guys.
Our next drug not falling in reverse be a special request.
You good?
These things.
Yes, that's nice. Yeah.
It literally is just a clamp. Okay. I'm actually headed over there shortly myself. You're not seated. I need a battery though. Now you're seated. Sorry for all the shaking, guys. Have both hands for a second. Like I said, sorry for all the shaky. Man, look what they have done to our tree. Broomstick? I wonder if the broomstick was something that
Play one more song before I hand it over to DJ Loopy.
tree decorating girl had been using to reach stuff up there. Oh, hey. Can I do it handheld?
Yeah.
sort of. It's shaky.
Okay, I'm coming to one more. Actions of war.
Guys, I don't have.
1876. One more. Let indigenous
I don't have. I don't have the words tonight. Yeah. It was, is it mental illness that keeps them coming? I don't know. You're still here.
Yeah, actually it is.
It really is mental illness that keeps MAGA continuing to come out here.
No, it's mental illness because remember, Hexa said the empathy is mental illness. Well, yeah, empathy is why I keep coming down here.
Friends, neighbors,
Gotcha.
neighbors.
What-
I'm
what
gonna
was that?
hang over DJ Goodies. DJ Loopy. I'm gonna finish my plate of pasta. Hungry. So it's a hot second.
Maybe I missed that. Think about ice.
Yeah, so they completely spray painted over everything that Ashley painted last night.
I saw, yeah.
Apparently, she's supposedly a white supremacist.
Like that's who I heard last night when you were.
Yeah, I know.
That's what. Yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah, angry. And I realized at some point. And I'm like, oh. That upset her. She wasn't the first, and she won't be the last. And if I keep bringing it up, I'll be next. For some reason, I don't know how to shut up.
And in the latest news, he shot another person, and they weren't a target. They weren't even a suspect. It was in an unmarked car, or they were from an unmarked car, with no lights on. This person potentially thought that they were being private carjacked, and they fled you, and they fucking shot and killed them. Talk about being carjacked, that's definitely some of the biggest.
You said they shot another person? Another one?
But this is no surprise, because I hear about the Reddit forums talking about your training. biggest steps, you hire a bunch of people to a damn immigrant, and you're hiring a ridiculous fee, you didn't get a lot of crap. In fact, I was having very low operational quality. And what happens is innocent Americans are getting shot. Now, of course, the point is, not only cost to run anyone in their vehicle, that's the number one.
Mic check.
I am zoomed in way too much. Sorry, guys. This was all spray paint.
Alright, this next song is called Superman is Dead, and it's a good reminder that no politician or leader in general is going to save us. It's going to be up to us, the people, to save ourselves, which is what we're demonstrating right now. So thank you guys for being out here, showing solidarity.
Buckeyes! I am.
There you go, I got DoorDash for you.
I wonder who ordered this time.
I don't know.
I ate when I got here.
Well, maybe you could
But
share
thank you.
something.
Yeah, exactly. That looks like it's share food.
Alright, sounds good. Have a good night.
Thanks. Hi. Apparently, somebody sent DoorDash. I'm gonna take a wild ass guess this was unfiltered. Unfiltered, probably.
They delivered it to you.
Yeah.
Because I seen her walking around, I'm going.
Oh, she was probably.
She was trying to deliver the thing. She was trying to figure out what to deliver.
And I was walking around, so that made it hard.
I was yelling over, hey, I'm right here.
I'm gonna just put it on the table over there and let them know. Because I have already eaten. I ate when I got here. Ooh, and we have bread. Love you, Tryman! Two more forks. I suspect this is unfiltered trolling in the best way possible. This was sent to me as I was walking around. And I ate when I got here, so... And there are napkins. I will let people. Somebody has sent a large DoorDash order and it's sitting on the table over there.
Oh, thank you.
It was probably unfiltered. Done this before. So
And okay, it's over there?
yeah, it's on the table. Check in the box. I suspect there are mini tacos in there.
Tacos?
I suspect there are mini tacos in there. Oh, speaking of which, kind of the reason why I needed to eat something as soon as I got out here is that I need to take my medicine. So I'm going to set down my tripod for a second. Fuck ice! Fuck ice!
That's not fair of our country. Alright, I'm making an announcement.
This is...
Delivered by DoorDash from someone who, I guess, is on a live stream and likes watching.
This is the kind of medication I have to take. That's that many pills. And an inhaler. It came from DoorDash.
Yeah. We can't play the next Oh, yeah?
Hey yo, give me an insurmountable problem. I'll show you real fast, baby. I can't solve them. Like I used to think. It was like Jordan's house, 7 days a week. Is it wrong to see the world with eyes with privilege and twinkle in my eyes? Either way, oh, we're just hope I'll fall in love with moderation and you. Get out of this!
Okay, Unfiltered. Several people immediately descended upon the table, and not just for the bread. So there you go. Thanks, man.
But it's okay. I can see the world with a straight face. Yeah, I can read the books and I cannot pace. Yeah, in the backyard while my brain shakes. Yeah, and comes right on, so we know it's me and here.
Huh?
With a lights on.
Want a piece of bread?
There's a never-ending pit of rage to stare if you kill.
Curly fries and, yup, mini tacos. And bread.
Crusty bread.
if y'all didn't hear, there was a DoorDash delivery for me while I was walking around. Perfect timing. Probably from Unfiltered. There's curly fries and mini tacos. So I'd run while the running's good.
My heartbeat. If you guys are interested, Tyler has some rye bread if you guys want them.
Did you hear about the mini tacos and curly fries?
Copy, thank you.
Those exist. Over on the table.
Chad here. Oh my god, I love fry bags. Are you kidding me? Thank you.
Oops. Don't want to be filming people over here.
Sorry, Joseph, what?
Mini tacos and curly fries over on the table. Unfiltered, I think. I haven't looked to see if it's. I haven't gotten that far in chat. I haven't to check. But he's done it before, so I suspect it's him.
Grab a
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I ate all the fried I needed right when I got here. Oh, guys, I'm actually gonna drop. Okay, guys, there are probably not for much longer mini tacos and curly fries that were delivered to me via DoorDash over on the table next to the bread and to the side of the spaghetti.
Sorry, go ahead again.
There are mini tacos over on the table.
Copy, thank you.
I'm gonna try and do a better job of that than I did. Y'all realize that's about the only way I can actually see any detail on the moon. The moon is otherwise... Fuck ice! The moon is otherwise a white dot in the sky. And usually the only star I can see. So the reason why I didn't stop to look too closely at the writing that has replaced the sidewalk mural is, frankly, I don't care.
Hey, Joseph.
Hi. Did you get some food? I just got a DoorDash delivery over here.
Oh, nice. Well, we're taking out. I got work in the morning. So.
Well, give me a hug before you run out the door. There's no door. I've missed her being here. I gotta set you guys down for a second. right, I'm back. What's up? Oh, yeah, am I mean, I think the bread is actually more popular than the fried food. That tells you something. One of the few waters that still has a soda type cap. Some Dasani do, but not all. So unfortunately, I do not have a way to just spin to reconnect the clamp. So I have to take the clamp off of here. I really need to bring more of these with me. They're so simple, so easy, and I used to keep a couple of them on different things. Such a useful thing. There we go. Oh, of course you're tilted. Let's untilt you. Well, tilt you actually slightly more the other direction.
Alright, we got a comrade recommendation. Recognize yourself button.
I'll get a little bit wider. Got to include Miss Frog over there. I miss all our animals. Oh, guys! I won't be shutting up about it, Nathan. Somebody does need to say it. I mean, I'm not going to call anybody out by name or anything, but I am going to call out the behavior. And the people who are doing it need to understand they're ultimately hurting us. And if that is not their intention, they really ought to stop doing it. I certainly hope that it is not their intention, but if you know something is harmful and you continue to do it, you can't say it wasn't intended. Those not keeping up. I'm talking about the people seem to be trying to make sure that people go away. If you make people go away over here, eventually you'll get to a point that you have made the group too small to matter. In the time that I've been out here, I've seen a couple hundred people come and go. And in recent months, starting this spring, people have been kind of discouraged from coming. Some have been downright threatened. Some have been attacked. So those threats, hold weight. And there's always an excuse. This person did this. This person did that. You know what that person did most of all? They stood here shoulder to shoulder with you against those motherfuckers. I don't care if you think that people out here oppose Trump and don't care about ICE and the indigenous people, and they're out here protesting ICE first and foremost. And maybe they do, and maybe they don't know that this was all going on before Trump took office. It has been going on for fucking ever. 5 fucking ever. But they were out here opposed to it, and they've been pushed away. Well, if someone's unsafe, I've heard a couple of people were unsafe, but I've also heard that a couple of people who have been judged safe have convictions for not being safe, and they're okay. Ultimately, people need to know that the real enemy are ICE and the people in government who enable them, support them, fund them. And I really need to fucking think about optics once in a while. I realize that, you know, we don't want to necessarily do the stuff that always looks... We don't want to pretend. We don't want to basically be fucking DNC. Always trying to take America's pulse and be fake. But we also have to realize that we got to think about what we're doing and how it looks. What was going on when I got here yesterday makes us look scary as fuck. What was happening when I left here last night? I was uncomfortable staying, honestly. Because I was so close to the music that I couldn't hear somebody coming up behind me. Now, I also wanted to actually share, you know, my thoughts about Bitch McConnell. And by the time I had, you know, by the time I would be able to do that, it was going to be later than I wanted to be out here. So I wanted to leave for that reason alone, so that I could, you know, just be heard. But I mean, I could have gone down by the memorial for that. Because all I needed was just a little bit of distance from the speakers. But I decided, because of the change in vibes out here, no, it was time for me to go. Kate, the guy in Dearborn was Cascadia? Tacos happening, Nathan? What?
When I saw him last year, I was like, he was still looks like watch out!
He's not political. So maybe he's Christian. He is into crypto. And he also has a Tesla. Do you think he jerks off to it? Oh my god, like, why are they straight? Don't fuck a fascist. That is worth it. Don't fuck a fascist. No fascist toxic. They say their girl likes to be my housewife, so I let them make sweet rice rich. Don't fuck a fascist.
See, Kate, I didn't even eat half the fries. Fried food, I can't eat very much of it. That's why whenever I post pictures of my tacos, they're like soft tacos made with like carnitas, or if they're ground beef, they're gonna be soft tacos, and they're my preference would be for like shredded beef or chicken or carnitas or something.
I was talking about how calm and everything else. And I was like, yeah, I had that always right up there using my body, but I felt like, I was like, that's not that people do.
They took him aside when they got him back to the whatever and just said, hey man, that's not here's what
camera on this guy. I was like trying to stay
The thing is, I will not leave. I will not run away. If I am run off, I will come back. I'm not going away. I'm not going away until ICE goes away. Yeah, there's lots of graffiti. When Ash was attacked, she pepper sprayed several people.
At some point, the plant's
You can get a girlfriend, so you can work with your iPhone. They're also in there, so you can see the phone calls. I'm like, better phone because I can put it on. Too much happening. I get so worried. I just random with my
what it has is kind of a impressionistic sort of. What it has is a blur and sharpen that were mismatched so that it wouldn't catch the current state of the current state of the sidewalk, but it would catch the idea that the sidewalk was painted with bright colors and.
How you get it? I was trying to tell them, I'm like, you guys do realize I know, I did. I was screaming siren. I had to put that. I had to put the siren sound. Because they fucking messed with my brain. I knew it was something on my
I suspect a good portion of what has been written on there was written in paint. Like, overnight, the clean walls and sidewalk paint were replaced with spray paint. It takes seconds to destroy, but months to create. I did. Ooh, bright lights. When you are sitting down, trucks are all at the right height, especially when they're, yeah. See, this is what happens when I reinstall my phone and can actually like use my can actually use my mod tools. Yeah, keep saying I'm not Nathan. Nathan is like trying to be impartial. I'm not.
And they were just all in.
Yeah, they just like they lived in apartments or something.
And not only just people, they were rich, they were liberals. They were people that noticed that,
Too high in the clouds. Oh, nope, it's in the tree. It's in the tree. Betting that's a life light? Betting it's a life light? Usually is in this hour.
Understand the impact of electricity issue. Like, you know what's happening? Like, and that would make some of their own, like, their own, like, you can find their own filter about what's happening.
Hopefully by Monday, I will have my proper tilt and pan head back on this thing. It's on a tripod, but if I take it off, I don't have a way to attach anything. was tonight. I hope they came down here and put in a showing. The problem with the naked bike ride is I wouldn't have been able to show most of it. The thing is, I do eventually like remove bands, but
like you would have come back and you would have felt like but it's amazing if got right to the front point of the lane, like they could have taken care of us with that. If they would have just faced us right there, wouldn't have moved all the way down.
I don't have many videos that go viral, but I do. I do with all the ages.
I realize it's a thing, but when I see Asian walking through me, I'm like, oh, you're gonna hit me. Even before they come, I was like, you're gonna hit someone. They fucking hit someone, my camera's flying. I was like, ah, you fucker! I know it's not funny, but it is funny. You've been hit several times, it's kind of funny. You're walking through and I'm like, you're gonna hit someone. I'm gonna yeah.
do I even have timeout?
I see someone get hit, and I said it exactly.
I do. I could have. I didn't. I could have. If you want to change it to a timeout, Chris, go ahead. Otherwise, she can wait till I do the mask removal, which I usually do at the beginning of the month. It is. But usually timeouts are for like 24 hours or something.
Rally I came down here was like 2021. And I met this Thompson family, and they had this little box property to go to the like 6 months. And she just slapped her bras out, like she was sitting up like she was so cute. And he just started to worry about. Okay.
Hi! Look, ice! No, they're all doing it now. My God. The thing is, Donald Trump has been doing the whole, I think I'm going to run for a third term since he took office for a second. Everything Donald Trump has been, I think I'm going to do this. I don't know. Oh, he's joking. He's done it all. The man intends to die in office because he's genuinely afraid that if he ever leaves office, he's going to prison. I doubt he's going to last that long, genuinely.
Dude, look at it! No, I literally just put a I know! Everyone's like, let's go look at my apartment.
Did you guys see Jordy was ready to rip his hair out last night watching Hunter Biden and whatever the fuck debate Nick Fuentes by sitting there and nodding along to fascist bullshit that he was spouting. If we don't have more guts than that, if we don't have the guts to actually say anything in response to that except nod along like we're agreeing, Hunter Biden doesn't help the cause. Half the time, Josiah, Pondering Politics, doesn't help the cause. None of the Midas touch people with their constant stream of extreme clickbait bullshit is helping the cause. Like, I used to watch Harry Sisson. I gave up watching Adam Mockler because the dude cannot actually report the truth. He reports sensational bullshit for clicks. And Harry Sisson had long since started doing the same thing. If our people can't actually confront, oh, I don't want to be mean, I want to be seen as listening to both sides. The other side, you're not talking to a normal Republican, you're talking to a fucking Nazi.
That's our comrade.
If you want to listen to both sides, why don't you try like interviewing a normal Republican if you can find one? Generally speaking, the Republicans that are in power right now are not even close to the party of Lincoln. If you want to talk to the other side, interview some party of Lincoln people. Stop talking. Stop listening and not party of Trump. They are fascists, neo-Nazis. And the ones who have left are still neo-Nazis. They're just deciding that Donald Trump isn't neo-Nazi enough. Hassan Baker can go a little too far sometimes. Criticize him for going a little too far sometimes, and stop throwing him under the bus because you're too busy trying to not offend Israel. Very blinky.
How you doing, Joseph?
All right. You know what's likely to happen to the Republican Party after Trump? At some point, the people who are currently the Republican Party are going to split into literal fucking Nazis and probably Reagan Republicans. I think, true party of Lincoln is dead, but Reagan Republicans. And the Reagan Republicans are going to wind up probably, assuming Democrats can stop fucking up, they're going to support Democrats long enough to unseat the lunatic fringe, who are unfortunately not the tiniest minority anymore. And then, basically, the Democrat Party is going to split. And you're going to have the Reagan Republicans start a new party without the neo-Nazis. Unfortunately, it's going to wind up two parties again. But it's going to be like, two parties, and then you're going to have like the libertarians, and you're going to have like the neo-Nazis, and you're going to have, you're going to have all the parties that don't matter. But there will be two parties that do. It'll be the Democrats and something new, probably. I would love to see. I would love to see 5 or 6 parties come out of America's current political nightmare. So that people can say, yeah, they're not us, but we're in a coalition with them on this issue. We're in a coalition with them on this issue. We're in a coalition with them on, running the government right now. Pretty much. Unfortunately, you can only really do it one at a time unless you want to start a very, very nasty civil war. And again, I still oppose violence. I mean, if anybody asks my vote, it would be for a, pardon should anybody do something really stupid, but that won't happen. And nobody would ever get close enough to be that stupid, not successfully. And that ain't the way to do it. Because if you do it that way, you're just going to have another Trump run in 2028 and they'll win. Yeah, after all of this, you could have a baby Trump run in 2028 and win if somebody successfully did something stupid. Because I guarantee you, the Hutches and the IRIs and will do everything in their power to fuck it up. They're going to try to do everything within their power to fuck it up as it is. I'm ranting at this point. Sorry, guys. They do act out of spite. Nothing but spite. It used to be that the two parties could work across the aisle on bipartisan issues. And, you used to get stuff done by getting a coalition together, at least of people on the two parties. But the animosity is so great.
Keep it rolling.
The Supreme Court is
Brown, you hear that gun make a sound. You hear my voice make it loud.
McCain and Biden, McCain and Graham, McCain had a lot of friends. But remember, Republicans generally considered before Trump, McCain to be a traitor. Well, I mean, the fact is the two sides are fairly the same. The problem is, it isn't left versus right, it's them versus us. And yet, I'm still voting for harm reduction. Because where would we be right now if we had President Harris instead of President Trump? First of all, if we had President Harris instead of President Trump right now, Trump would be trying to appeal his conviction. And he might not be in prison, but he'd be appealing his conviction and not ordering people's deaths. Harris was not going to go to war with Iran. She was not going to go to war. She would not have put fucking Hegseth in charge. She would not have done with ICE. A lot more people would be not dead right now. I mean, that's the first and foremost. You can say Kamala Harris was a terrible president and a terrible person, but there'd be a lot of people who would not be dead right now if she had won. So, yeah, harm reduction. I'm serious about that.
Hey, that's it for us. You gotta pack up, jump on the bus.
No, I'm not sure that that's.
Public transportation.
I'm not sure that's necessarily the case because I've been watching. I haven't been watching for 60 years, but I've been watching for my entire adult life. And all I can say is things have changed. When I visited the Capitol last, which was 2010, no, 2012. I was last in Washington, D.C. in 2012. And I was in the cafeteria in the Capitol building, and you had Democrats and Republicans sitting at the same tables together, talking, sometimes trying to convince each other, this bill is actually good for the people of your state. You really should support it. I think politics honestly changed a lot while Obama was in office. And I will say it was when Trump showed up on the scene. I'd say Bush was kind of a disappointment for for people on the right. And after Bush was a disappointment, people were offended by McCain because, again, Republicans generally considered McCain a traitor. But it was his turn. Sound familiar? 2016 with Hillary? It was her turn. Well, it was McCain's turn, and people were like, no. But the party kind of pushed him through, and we ended up with Obama. And then in 2012, Obama was doing so badly in the polls that a ham sandwich should have been able to win for the Republicans. They didn't run a ham sandwich, they ran Mitt Romney. And this just string of Bush being a disappointment, McCain being somebody they considered a traitor, it's working.
Where's B?
Say again?
Looking for B. Cut out.
The music doesn't have to stop at 10 p.m. anymore. It turns out that the courts weighed in and said that telling people they had to turn off the music at 10 p.m. When they enforced the noise ordinance seldomly and selectively was an attempt to silence political speech. So the judge said you can't do it. They can tell them they have to turn it down. And it generally does get turned down a little after 10. Anyway, so I think what happened was after Bush was so disappointing and McCain was somebody that most Republicans just hated his guts, rightly or wrongly. And then you had Romney, who was kind of just, people kind of felt about Romney the way Dems felt about Hillary in 2016. They supported him, but nobody was real enthusiastic. And in 2016, Republicans were like, fuck it, Trump will fix it or burn it all to the ground. Well, he's burning it all to the ground. Be careful what you wish for. And that's what they're getting. I don't know what to do about any of that, honestly. I mean... Fuck ice! Yeah, the music doesn't happen except for Friday and Saturday night. It does get turned down if the music is still playing after about 10:15, 10:30 or so, it gets turned down quite a bit. Last night it got turned up again. About when things started getting messy. That was about when I decided I needed to leave. Bullhorns at least are directional. Now there were some people who were, using their bullhorns in the direction of, the apartment building that people were trying to sleep in, but that usually wasn't us. I don't blame. It was. I don't blame Obama for the change in politics. Unless, we're really going to say that, yeah, Republicans really did have a racism problem. And I don't believe that. I honestly don't believe that. I was a Republican. I didn't see racism around me. That really, and maybe it was pretty heavily concealed. What I can say is that I see a lot of genuine racism among young Republicans. And of course, young Republicans are defined as under 35. The fuck? Oh, they're just kids. No, they're not. You're talking about people in their 30s. The younger generation of Republicans, there is racism there. I don't usually see it. Okay, it's weird. When I look at somebody like Trump, who's older than fucking dirt, I see it. I also see it with some Democrats who are that old, honestly. Then there is a generation of Republicans I didn't see it. And then you get the youngest Republicans, the ones who are, basically the Charlie Kirk Republicans. And racism is apparently a big part of their identity. It's disturbing. I don't like it. I thought, naively, that racism in U.S. politics, at the national level certainly, was something that had been mostly handled. Fuck ice! Very clearly, it has not been. Or if it had been, it's back, baby. And it scares the shit out of me that you've got this generation of Republicans that are coming up believing that a person who is the wrong color. You waiting for something?
Last call for water. Anybody who's thirsty? Water, anybody?
Oh, looking for somebody. Somebody's ride? Or are they looking for somebody? Oh, that's Chad. All I can tell is, hey, it's a silver car.
That's why I wore it yesterday. Oh my god.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. I love you, Chad. Love you. Take care.
Need to point out, I'm a dues-paying member of the DSA, and I'm also not a communist. Actually, I'm a distributist. Distributism is an idea put forward by, other people, but if you hear about it these days, it will be coming from G.K. Chesterton. He argued that capitalism had a fatal flaw, that there weren't enough capitalists, that you have a few capitalists and a whole bunch of serfs, which, yeah, that's the problem with capitalism. We see it. Oh my God, we see it. You have a few capitalists and a whole bunch of serfs. What Chesterton argued for was that everyone should have a stake. That it should be, that the government should work to enable and empower small businesses, the local shop, and to ensure that the large national operations, international operations, can't just squash the local shop and take it over and then close it. So what Walmart does. The goal was to make essentially more capitalists, and to encourage things like co-ops and businesses owned by the people who work there. I mean, that was what he was really pushing for. And as he would have put it, it is not an idea that was tried and found too hard. It was an idea that was found too hard and never tried. Because the problem with capitalism being too few capitalists, just a few very, very rich business owners and a whole bunch of people who are effectively serfs, is bad. It creates a system where everyone is ruled by a few people who live by the golden rule. Him with the gold makes the rules. Well, the problem with socialism, taken to its extreme, because we're talking about capitalism taken to its extreme. Now the problem is that tends to be capitalism's default state. The problem with socialism taken to its extreme, or communism, implemented as a system of government where there is one party, is you have an even smaller group of people. Focus! You have an even smaller group of people than you did with the capitalists. And they pretend to speak for all people. The corruption is still there. The self-serving nature is still there. But the, air quotes, socialist government doesn't actually serve the people. It serves the interests of the small few. That was the problem with Soviet Russia. That was the problem with, communist China. It's not really communist. And that's what, when people say communism has never really been implemented, yes, it hasn't. But the problem there is that the people saying that don't have a solution. To go from, basically they don't have a way to keep the system from becoming corrupt. Because if you've only ever got one party, you've got a system that guarantees that corrupt people who reach power will declare anyone who stands against them the enemy of the people. One party doesn't work. Which is why we need, 5 or 6, genuinely. 2 is the minimum that you can have to keep it working, but ideally you want 5 or 6. So Chesterton proposed, the thing in between, distributism, where you have a government that serves the interests of the people, and that everybody has their own financial stake in the outcome, so that everyone would be, if everybody has essentially equity, they're not going to sell what stake they have and have no stake. Certainly, they're not going to sell out to the rich guy who just happens to have a little more.
Yeah, no, I did see that. But what they say was, I was curious, did they see which one? Oh, okay, one of them did. Yeah.
Oh, we are screwed on healthcare. We are absolutely fucked on healthcare. The thing is, Trump wants you to not realize that we're fucked on healthcare until after the midterm election. Because he plans to use the next 2 years to shore up power. And if you think that Donald Trump is going to allow J.D. Vance to succeed him, no. Marco Rubio might, but I suspect Marco Rubio would be betrayed. It's going to be another Trump. It's going to be the Trump family business if Donald Trump has his way. They'll lead Marco Rubio along and make him think it's going to be him, but it's going to be a Trump. Woohoo! New member! More party members! See, I actually saw it. I can actually comment when I actually see it happen live. Yeah. You should have been able to get the free plan, but the free plan is AARP United, or it was. And United is the one that some person whose name may or may not be Luigi needed to send a message to. 59 likes. Not bad. Especially compared to what I've normally been getting.
Diaper and everything. Where's my diaper?
We have health care. It's just your employer is supposed to negotiate a health plan, which is through an insurance carrier. The insurance carrier can alter the deal, but your job may provide part of it, and you pay the rest, and there's co-pays for everything, and I was convinced on Medicare for All. As I pointed out, my European socialist friends, whose system is not the fucking Soviet Union, is not so-called communist China, it is a socialist government that still has, you know, largely capitalist market system, and you know, it is a representative democracy with multiple parties. So many countries in Europe are doing what the US is supposed to be better than the US was doing it. And yeah, they pay a fuck ton more than we do in taxes. But they pay less in taxes than we pay for health care. They're paying for their health care in their taxes, but they're paying less in taxes than we pay for our health care alone. And they get a whole bunch of other stuff as part of their health care, or part of their tax money. You know, they get sometimes functional government. They get, ow. Old man noises, sorry. You know, they get a moderately functional government. They get their health care. They get things like disability for people like me. Public, you know, all the public services, they get paid for, and it costs less because these things aren't intended to be for profit. Their entire healthcare industry is effectively non-profit. People get paid, sure. And it's like, well, you'll have to wait forever for a test. A preventative test, sure. Or a test like, a test that, you know, your doctor doesn't say is high priority. If it's high priority and you need an MRI, you're getting an MRI. Probably sooner than I could get an MRI. I had a high priority MRI and it took me 3 months to get it. Because that's just the current state of healthcare in this country. And it's been getting worse. Many European countries have daycare. Again, your taxes pay for that. Now, are those countries' systems perfect? They are not. I don't live in any of those countries, but I can tell you, they're not perfect. They're working better than we are. Oh, I still have one of Chad's radios. Shit. I may need to actually get one of these radios so that I have a charger for the damn thing. There was a very serious possibility that OHSU here in Portland was going to stop accepting Oregon Health Plan. Holy shit. If OHSU stops accepting the Oregon Health Plan, holy shit. OHSU is a teaching hospital, and as far as I know, it's part of the public university system. I could be wrong about that. I need to double check, but OHSU is most of the hospital and clinics around here. So if they had stopped taking Oregon Health Plan, they may have been required to continue taking it for current patients, but it would mean that I could never get into a new clinic. We need Medicare for all in this country. We really do. And I always said, you don't want Medicare for all because Medicare is terrible. But the thing is, if we had Medicare for all, people would insist that it needs to get better. Medicare doesn't pay for prescriptions. That's a separate plan. There is a free plan you can get on, but it's a bullshit plan. There is no vision coverage. There is no dental coverage. We really do need Medicare for all. And it absolutely should include both vision and dental. And I like the idea of starting it with kids, because kids are cheap. Kids are cheap, and if you give them good health care when they're kids, they're likely to live longer lives with less need for serious medical care as adults. It would be nice if they did. The problem with vision is that most vision is a company called Luxottica, and it's hard to argue that you want to pay for this international eyewear cartel. Something I had complained about back in 2011. Probably the thing that ultimately led to somebody trying to take my head off with a crowbar, honestly. I went to a Young Republicans meeting to try and they were discussing welfare drug testing. And I went there basically to try and argue that, people on, various entitlement programs, sometimes, and in particular it happens with disability, they could work. Except, no, they can't. Because if they got a job, they would lose their medical. Or if they got a job, they could not earn enough to actually replace the benefits that they were on. They would earn enough to lose things like medical and housing assistance, but not enough to not need them. And the system is so completely mental that if you try, there's a pretty good chance you can wind up in a situation where you succeed enough to get off of benefits and then fall flat on your face and then have to spend years trying to reapply for them. That's a disincentive to try. If you found out love you, TriMet! There's a 35. If you knew that you would be basically out of a home, off of medical, when you had 2 to 3 medical appointments a month, if you got a job and then lost it 6 months later, would you be inclined to go and apply for a job? So then you have, these people who would like to work and they can't. That was people like me. I mean, at this point, probably medically I can't. It is, I'm not here sometimes for a week at a time because I just am in too much pain to walk 4, I guess because I live 1 block over, 5 blocks down the street. Since my front door is a block over from this street, from Moody. There are very few people who do nothing and get everything for free. I won't say that they don't exist, but if you think that people on disability should just be left in the gutter somewhere, fuck you. And part of the problem is that a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump think that people with disabilities who don't have, family with infinite wealth should just be left in the gutter to die. So fuck them. My family has been in poverty my entire life. My entire family. And generational. I have had to eat free tomato soup. I have never for long been without a place to live. I am fortunate. But I have had so little that after I paid my rent that I couldn't afford groceries. I got really good at cooking rice and oatmeal. And occasionally there would be beans to go with the rice.
Keep sucking in.
It's a hard thing when you know, I mean, not only don't have a car, but couldn't have a car. Can't afford a bus pass because you can't afford food, let alone a bus pass. So where are you going to go and work? Especially if you've got, you know, serious disabilities. So I definitely encourage, you know, work incentives, but I also very much encourage a working social support system to help people work. And ultimately, I gotta tell you, the Oregon Commission for the Blind determined that I am not medically fit to work at this point. Like, my disabilities are such that I can't, at least for now. Might that change in the future? Yeah, it might. Government cheese doesn't melt for anything. And government peanut butter is fit for exactly one thing. One thing you can do with government peanut butter. You can make peanut butter cookies out of it. It's pretty good for that. Government peanut butter makes damn good peanut butter cookies. Jimmy Carter wasn't making the peanut butter. That peanut butter was manufactured first and foremost for U.S. military rations. How does cheese not melt? Cactique is the brand in the U.S. for round queso fresco, which is the stuff I crumble up for my tacos. That stuff is fairly impervious to melting. And it's a queso fresco. It's just some cheeses don't melt very well. But this is supposed to be fucking American cheese, and the whole point of American cheese is that it melts better. American cheese is a mild cheddar that melts well. If you're making American cheese and it doesn't fucking melt, but Carter's also kind of the reason why this whole issue with Iran has been an issue for decades. Because he decided to overthrow the Shah. Now, the Shah was not great. But under the Shah, the people of Iran were free. Freer than they are now. These days, food banks tend to be based on food that they can get donated. There's a lot of canned foods in food bank boxes. I could get them. The thing is, how would I transport a food box? Answer the wagon. So those of you who are listening to me yammer on tonight, just talking about random shit that's going on in the world, this is what I do during the week when there's nobody here. You know? I park myself somewhere out here, and this is what I do, is I talk about, you know, the issues of the day. So, on the weekends, I tend to ignore chat far too much, but I make sure I come out late enough at night during the week that I can read chat. I didn't always used to do that, but I do now, because I want to make sure that 12 watts, okay. I want to make sure that I can actually, like, discuss the things that people are thinking about. The other thing that there is in the area that is nice, and in a lot of areas, is a thing called Meals on Wheels. They will deliver food, and I mean, you don't really get much choice in what gets delivered. I mean, they may offer like a vegetarian, but I wouldn't even guarantee that. They certainly can't deal with complex dietary stuff, but they will deliver basically a hot box of food. At least a couple of times a week, and I think in many places it's still daily, to people with disabilities or who, you know, have trouble doing that sort of thing for themselves. Katie and I would both qualify for it. We don't have it because we would qualify in the most technical sense, but we want to leave that for people who need it, if you understand my meaning. We don't need it as much.
Is Geyer on there?
Who?
I heard Geyer's on the live stream. Geyer, I got something for you.
Scroll.
Geyer.
Scroll.
Ah, I got you, Geyer, fucking bitch!
Got him!
Got the bitch on live!
I don't know what that was about. Scrolled back, and apparently... I don't know. When I was in school, they started doing breakfast. And then it became free breakfast. It was initially breakfast for people who, you know, got to school too early for comfort. And then it got to be, you know, breakfast available to anybody, and then it became free breakfast available to everybody. Not many people take advantage of it, but the point is it was an offer. course, by the time I was here in Oregon, I spent my earlier childhood, school age anyway, in California. But the whole breakfast thing becoming like
Everybody go, man, let's go!
all right, do I film the silliness? Kids. I think that was friendly. So in California, when I was a kid, you know, elementary school, the lunches were cafeteria food. And when I got to 7th grade, you got to pick foods, but there were still only a few choices. And then I moved to Oregon, and I wasn't in school for a little while, but then I ended up at like North Salem High School. And you know, any of the high schools in Salem, well, and the middle schools too, you literally had like 10 different lines you could get in. And you basically wind up with something that classifies as an entree, baked French fries, like crinkle fries, and, or were they not actually crinkle fries? They were fries. Entree thing. Shit. Connection dropped. You get in one of 10 lines, and there'd be some sort of entree, fries, and 2 fruit or vegetable type sides, and a milk. And I think when I got to high school, you had the option of, you know, actually like a soda of some sort. I think it was Coke products. No, it was Pepsi products.
Taco?
Because Oregon, it would have been Pepsi products. And then apparently at some point, somebody's like, you can't give these kids sodas. So then the kids started bringing the sodas. And then it was, you gotta ban the sodas. You can't let kids have sodas. And then the kids were sneaking the sodas. And then it's like, you can't have kids eating French fries. It's like, fuck. So I think it's now, you know, like cafeteria food, even in, like you get your plastic tray and you get one of 2 entrees. And man, when I was in high school, you had the option of going to like the Taco Bell line. That was seriously an option. Cafeteria food could be Taco Bell. Unless you were like right next to the lunchroom, Taco Bell was not an option because that line would be a line right up until almost the bell rang, and if you weren't in it early enough, you didn't get lunch. My lunch was a grilled ham and cheese and French fries most days, and some fruit and veggie and the reason why that was my lunch was because it was the shortest line. I couldn't get there right at lunchtime. So by the time I was there, the lines had pretty much all formed. And I was, I wanted to actually have time to eat. I am not a fast eater. Kids are playing. Some of whom are older than me, actually. See, the whole thing where I don't have dental, I don't have enough teeth left to be a wolf. The night that I came down here and I only filmed a little short, didn't actually film a full stream, just a single short, was in the 45 minutes before I would have normally been here, I had managed to get some food stuck in my throat, and we actually had to call 911. So, that wasn't great. I was trying to eat too fast so that I would be done in time to get down here. Livy. I don't have a charger for this. This battery weighs nothing. I don't have a charger for this battery. It takes the same, probably 8 point whatever volts, but I don't have a cradle for it, and these ones don't have a USB-C option. Well, yeah, I really probably should let you guys get off toward sleep, keeping my mods up late. Hi. Yeah, it's pretty late. It's 23:06. Well, I'm not stopping at the market tonight. It's closed. Damn it. Yeah, I won't be out here until Monday, so that's the thing, I don't come out on Sunday anymore. It used to not matter because Nathan would be here, but I suspect Nathan is not going to be for a while. And I don't know. He said he was run off, so. I can't imagine what he would have done that would justify running him off. I'm the one who actually says people being run off is bullshit. Theoretically, him doing other things means that I will get more viewers. Yay. But man, we need more people out here. We need more cameras, more camera angles. If I could do it. If I could do it. What I would do is, let me pull you guys off the tripod. Okay, back there, behind the fence, I would get permission to put a camera up there, like right on the edge of the roof, that was always recording the drive. And probably 2 cameras recording, you know, kind of the front of the building, and one that was recording zoomed in on the gate there. And they would be, you know, there with permission. And they would not need to upgrade or not need to upload their footage to the internet, because it would literally be if you came out here and were friendly, you could just ask somebody and they would give you access to download clips of, you know, however long you wanted from the camera, but you'd be able to pull down if you wanted 15 minutes at this particular time. You know, at the time something happened, you could download a clip from it, and the footage would be there for a week. So if something happened, our people could download a clip of it and use it to show what actually happened, including before and after. And with a week's worth of footage stored, it would literally just be an impartial, hey, that's what's here. And it wouldn't be uploaded to the internet live. So if something happened that somebody, you know, really didn't want to be shown, like something happened with like a kid or something, and you don't want it shown to like the media without redacting, you'd be able to do it. Now with the That sounded uncomfortable. Did the moon actually completely set? I think the moon may have completely set. Or it is so far behind the tree that I can't see it anymore. That's a light on the building. Yeah. It's doing that. Let me see if I can improve it real quick. Hide live video. Show live video. That looks like it may have improved it. I'm going to drop you guys back on the tripod and start packing up for the night. Like I said, by Monday, this light stand is going to be replaced with you know, an actual boom that I can hang the battery off on the other side. All of you guys watching the fun while I'm packing up. But I'm calling it a night, I think. Seriously, guys. One finger. That is so nice to be able to do. Is that perfect? No. Will it do? Sure. How many fries are on the ground? Yeah, still a couple. It only looks like there's two, but there's the others seem to have disappeared. So I assume that various small animals have collected the French fries. That is not my chair. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for me. Let me pop you guys off here. Oh, yes, yes. If shit has not seriously happened by Monday, we are going to talk about that. Because I wish I could say that was as good as it sounds like. It's unfortunately not so great. I mean, it's great that we have that decision. It's not going to change anything. But I'm sure y'all knew that already. We'll talk about it on Monday, assuming there isn't more shit. Because if there is anything else, it will be shit. So we'll have more shit to talk about then. That's all right. We'll fit it in too. Until Monday. Oh, somebody donated bits. Did we get a sticker and I missed it? I must have missed a sticker. This is why I need a second device, guys. I really need a second device out here. All right. Well, until then, I will say goodnight and for Donald Trump. Have a good night, everybody. And have another taco. See you Monday.